Hey, this is Learn Algebra Faster, and in this video we are going to look at bar graph exercises. Now this video will be especially useful if you are in a classroom or if you have a large group of people all learning the same lesson at the same time. So if you're by yourself, this video won't be super helpful. You can check out some other bar graph videos for some practice problems and things like that. But if you are a teacher or a tutor, or if you are a student in a classroom or in a study group with several other people, there are a couple of different exercises you can do to help learn bar graphs. And so the first exercise that we will talk about is we will make a bar graph with your favorite, and then we will leave it blank. It can be your favorite sport. It can be your favorite color. It can be, it can be anything. It can be your favorite type of car. It can be your favorite type of pet. And I'll explain this a little better. So let's go ahead and draw some blank axes. And let's go ahead and start making a bar graph. Let's just take the first one here, and let's say that the group of people that you have, let's say that you have a total of 20 people. So we've talked about the title of this graph. I'll go ahead and write it up here. So your favorite sport, that's the title. Then the vertical axis here, we are showing that here with our numbers. This is how many people. Let's just say that we're in a classroom of 20 people. We want to make sure that that top number is higher than or equal to, is greater than or equal to how many people are in the group that are doing the exercise. And that way, if everyone chooses the same thing, you can still fit it on the graph. So this graph is going to start at 0 and go all the way up to 20. Now, we will just take a couple, just for the illustration, we will take a few sports. So maybe we'll say soccer. We will say, I don't know, let's say football. And let's say something like table tennis. Okay, so, and then actually we could start a fourth category that says other. So basically any other type of sport. So what you would do here is you would take a survey of everyone, and you would ask them all the same question. You would ask them, what is your favorite sport? And then you would show those results on this graph. So let's just say that out of the 20 people that we have in our group, let's say 5 of them like soccer. Let's say 5 of them like football. Let's say 2 of them like table tennis. And let's say 8 of them like something else. So there you go. Everyone got a vote, and now we can, here's a secret trick at the end. So you can actually check your work. If we talked about that there were 20 people in this class or this group that we're discussing, that we're doing the exercise with, what happens if we add all 4 of these numbers up? Well, we better come up with 20. So let's start here. Soccer is 5. Football is 5 more. Table tennis is 2 more. And other is 8, and when we add them all together we get 20. So the biggest thing that you can do if you have a group of people is you can ask them all a question. What is your favorite, and then this can be anything that you want. You do a survey, you ask everyone the same question, and you show the results in a bar graph. So let's take a look at a second exercise that we can do, and that would be we can get different people to answer a question. Except this time, we will actually get people to stand up and make a bar graph with themselves. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So we could ask a question. We could basically ask any question, and instead of making a bar graph on paper, we could make a bar graph with ourselves. So you could have everyone stand up against a wall, and you could count them. So let's just say that we were doing the same exercise as what we were doing just a second ago. And let's say your favorite sport, and instead of writing it down and graphing it out, what people could do is they could actually go and stand on the floor where they want to. So let's see, we had soccer, football, table tennis, and other. Now, here's how you make this kind of kinesthetic where everyone is standing up and people are being interactive. So what you would do is you would do this in a room, and you would treat this horizontal axis like a wall. So a wall of a classroom, a wall of a building, you would treat it like the horizontal axis. And what people would do is they would actually stand in a line so that they would make a vote for themselves. And what you would look at is you would look at the longest line. So here you can ask basically any question, your favorite sport, you could ask your favorite month of the year, you could ask people what year their birthday is, you could ask lots of different questions, but instead of writing it down on paper, you would actually stand in a line, and then you could see what the longest line was. In this case, it would be other, and you could actually count the people there to get your bar graph. And so in this way, you would actually be doing the bar graph yourself. It would show people like we said in just a minute ago, that you can check your answer by making sure that everyone is standing there, and then you could actually see the effects of bar graphs if, say, some people changed their mind and went to another line or another category. So these are some exercises that you can do. You can survey people, or you can ask them and then make them actually stand in a line. Now, like I said, it's more useful in a group. So if you find yourself in a group and you find it kind of hard to understand bar graphs, this is a way you can actually use your body, you can actually discuss it with your friends, and you guys can learn together. So I hope that's been helpful. If you want some more videos or want some more exercises or practice problems or definitions, please check out LearnAlgebraFaster.com. Thanks.